In this video, we are going to talk about Vladimir Lenin. Lenin is interesting because he was not only a leader but also a philosopher. He wrote a lot about socialism and political economy. Unlike many other writers, he had the chance to put his ideas into practice. We will see how he sometimes had to change his beliefs when faced with real-world challenges. Lenin wrote in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, about 50 years after Karl Marx. During this time, the communist revolution that Marx predicted was not happening. Instead, World War I began in 1914 with millions of workers from different countries fighting each other. This showed that nationality was more important than class, as countries were fighting against each other, not classes within a country. Lenin argued that the reason there was no communist revolution in countries like Germany or England was that the leaders or bourgeoisie were able to keep the workers or proletariat content by giving them enough benefits. If workers are doing okay, they are less likely to risk everything in revolution. However, Lenin believed that the bourgeoisie got resources to keep their workers happy by exploiting poorer countries through colonization. This exploitation allowed them to provide benefits to their own workers and prevent revolutions. But there were only so many colonies to exploit, leading to conflicts between countries over these resources. This is why World War I happened. It was not a war between classes, but between nations fighting for control of the world's resources. This competition was necessary to keep their own workers satisfied and prevent revolutions. Lenin believed that capitalism would eventually destroy itself because of these conflicts over limited resources. Today, a similar idea exists called dependency theory. It suggests that rich countries make poorer countries dependent on them. Some believe rich countries exploit poor ones, while other things, rich countries just have advantages because they developed first. Finally, it is interesting to think about what might have happened if Lenin had lived past 1924. After the Russian Revolution, Lenin's government tried to follow communist ideas by nationalizing industry and taking away private property. However, production was declining and things were not going well. Lenin started to allow some small businesses and farms to operate independently to increase productivity. This was called the new economic policy. But after Lenin died in 1924, Stalin took power and ended these small-scale market activities. Lenin was different from Marx because he had to address issues that Marx did not foresee. He also had the unique challenge of putting his beliefs into practice, which most of us do not have to do.